I figure right now is a good time to talk to you guys about money. So of course, getting into van life is gonna cost you a bit of cash. Not a lot, all depending on the lifestyle that you wanna live. You gotta buy a vehicle, right? So whether you're spending $65,000 on a huge high-top Mercedes, or you're being modest like me, I'm buying a used cargo van for $6,500. I didn't exactly have the cash, so I ended up just financing my van. My van payments are around $300, super cheap, super affordable. So if you think about it, I just finished trading in $1,200 worth of rent for a $300 van payment. I think I can handle that. But the vehicle you choose is ideally your one expense that you really, truly have to spend. Because the rest of the stuff you're gonna need to live inside the van, you already own inside of your apartment, your condo, your building, or whatever you're living in right now. All the other necessities you need inside the van, you already own. Look what happened. The artwork around here is still so fresh from last night that it's including all over my butt. Check it out. Probably on the back of my shirt too, so I'm sorry to the artist if I just finished destroying your work, but it's kind of all over me now. Now that you know all you have to do is buy a vehicle to get started, let's talk about the cost of actually living in the van. My largest expense right now is gas. Sure, maybe I'm just a little excited about being new into van life and I've been kind of going all over the place, but currently right now I'm paying about $100 a week for gas. That would be $400 a month. Which really, if you look at it in the whole broad spectrum of things, it's actually not too bad. I have gone all over the place. I've gone to this lake, that part of the ocean, it's been awesome. Maybe if I just made myself at home in one simple spot, I'd spend less on gas, but for me, what's the fun in that? If I compare that $400 to what I was spending before, on average before I was spending about $250 a month on gas in my car, just commuting back and forth to work and doing things I don't enjoy. Plus, paying the $1,200 a month for rent. So if you look at it, right now I'm $400 a month in gas. That's a very small amount more than I was paying before to go places that I never wanted to go. But this time I get to do and spend all of that money on gas doing things for myself and me. And isn't that what life is all about? Now let's talk about food, because a man has to eat. So far in the last couple of weeks, I have spent about $40 a week on food. Not entirely. That's $40 a week on food that I've actually bought and put in my cooler, and that's pretty much been like veggie wraps, a little bit of fruit, and some snackable stuff. But for the most part, truly like the single bachelor I am, I've been eating out. I've gone to a few pubs for some beers and some food and some beers and some more beers. And one time I've gone out for breakfast. But for the most part, I've been trying to keep the finances safe and keep it good and try to keep things a little bit more affordable. Sure, now that I'm not paying the substantial amount of money on rent, you know, I guess in some ways I felt entitled to spoil myself a little bit. And of course, every single morning while grabbing the morning Wi-Fi connection, it's always coffee and a bagel. That's another $4 in your day. But for the most part, I'm really not spending a lot of money. A majority of the money I'm spending right now is on gas to take me to places that make me feel the best. And I'm pretty sure this happens with everybody who just gets into the van life. You get excited about it. You start driving and going places and doing the things during the week that you probably couldn't have done before. And I did the same thing. And I don't see myself slowing down. I enjoy driving, coming out to places like this to spend a little bit of time and getting paint on my butt, which I got from that step right there. Let's talk about my personal financial situation, which is a freaking mess, and that's no doubt. And I'm sure all of you getting into van life, you're getting into it for all sorts of different reasons, but money, I think, is always going to be a little piece of everybody's reason for getting into this lifestyle. I am currently only DJing right now for money. No more day jobs, no more nothing. So obviously in the event industry, things fluctuate. Sometimes you have a good month, sometimes you don't make squat at all. So the only guaranteed income, and it's not really permanent income either because I could get knocked out of there anytime, But my only permanent income is my Friday night DJ gig I have on the beach in White Rock, and that makes me $1,000 a month. I've been spending a lot of my time in the van during my days just grinding, trying to get up more DJ work and put my business onto the level that it needs to be at, because for once in my life, my business is getting my undivided attention and I'm not wasting time with a stupid day job and a guaranteed paycheck, because for one, it sucked and it was no fun at all. But finally getting that opportunity to truly love myself and spend time grinding away at the things I love in life has paid off. In the last couple of weeks, I have booked enough gigs to keep me busy in the next 3 months and be totally fine financially. Perfect. On my Instagram, I had somebody send me a message saying that van life is easy for me because it looks like I have money and I own a business. Here's the truth. Yeah, okay, I own a business, but that doesn't mean I have money. I make enough money just to get by. And currently, right now, if I had my condo and I had to pay rent at the beginning of this month, rent would not be getting paid, and that's the truth. I quit my day job last minute. Jumping into van life was last minute, and I got into this with zero cushion at all. I have no savings, nothing. I am even sitting on about $18,000 worth of debt, and even have a car that I used to drive before I bought the van, which is now in storage, that I'm still paying a $460 monthly payment on. That's the next thing I gotta figure out, selling the car, getting rid of that, and losing that payment. So yeah, hello, YouTube, I have real life problems too. Now you know I'm not rich, now you know I'm not poor, and I sure as hell ain't homeless because I have a killer van I'm living in, and now you guys all know I have real life problems just like you, and getting into van life is not as hard as you guys think. Buy the van. That's it. Whatever vehicle you choose to buy to make your home, whether it's a $2,000 minivan, a $6,400 cargo van like mine, or a $65,000 big pimpin' high top if you want to be that kind of dick, just get it. Put gas in it, put insurance on it, and just get the hell out on the road. There's some van life, real talk about money. That's your only cost. So get on Craigslist, find something used and badass, and let's do it. And I'll see you out there on the road. Until next time, you guys, be creative, be weird, and be awesome. Adios.